You mentioned grants.gov, and that's kind of like the central repository for all things grants. I have done quite a bit with grants for the last couple of years, and there are times where I get frustrated trying to go through grants.gov to find, there's a program. I know it's here. I know it opened, last year it opened in the summer. I know it's going to open again in the summer. I don't know when, but I'm trying to find it, trying to get ahead of it, and I can't find the grant. And I know the grant's there, but I can't find it. What has been your experience in trying to make the process of finding grants easier? Is there a way to do it? Is it just going to always be challenging? And obviously that plays into one of the other hats you wear as a grant researcher, because plenty of people come to you to say, I don't know what to do with this. Can you help me find it? So,
Yeah, absolutely. That's a struggle.
mhm,
And it's not just a struggle for just a few people. A lot of people are struggling out here with that. There's
mhm,
some new technology that's coming out on the market right now. There's a few things that are out right now that helps.
mhm,
But there's some things that are about to, hit the market very, very soon. And I can speak to that when it comes out because
mhm,
I can't say anything right now. But I there are some resources that we use right now. We do like Grant Watch, we do instrumental, we do a lot of filtering and sorting when it
mhm,
comes to grants on grants.gov. I have to admit it's a lot when you get to that when you get through that process.
mhm,
For us, we also okay. For my background, because you do know this, but I used to work for a congressional office
mhm,
as a staffer. So of course I may know, where or who I can call to say, hey, look, I haven't heard anything about this. Do y'all, have any grants dropping or anything like that?
mhm,
So I know a lot of lay people may not have that type of access like that.
mhm,
However, I want to give you guys a little tip. You may even want to reach out to your government staffers, especially federal government. Um, I know my particular congresswoman, she she releases various grants or have a
mhm.
grant watch, and I think a lot of other I guess you could say a lot of other representatives that do the same.
Okay.
So I would say even reach out to them because
Mhm,
to be quite honest, they're public servants. That's kind of a little bit of what they do.
mhm,
So if you need help and you want to know, like, hey, I'm in agriculture, this is what I do, um, I want to be connected. I want to know if something comes out that's interesting for me and my organization. That's what they're there for. Reach out to
mhm,
them. Call them, I mean, and it's not as if you have to go out and hire a lobbyist. That's something that you can do. You can reach out, call them and say, "Hey, look, I'm in your district, you know, our organization is looking for this, and that, and we need assistance.
mhm,
Is there any way that we can be on some type of, list serve, some type of, some way that someone can give us a call? Can we set up a meeting with someone in the office so that we can be, in the know of
mhm.
various things?"
Absolutely. That's not something I'd ever thought to do, but that is, especially with the different, for us, for the most part, nonprofits, but especially public entities. That's something that I'm going to try to start doing if I'm not able to find what I need, or if I'm not sure what's out there, reaching out to whoever the congressional rep is for that particular area, for that particular region. That's really great. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Pre-COVID, a lot of the agencies and departments would go into various regions and do listening sessions.
Mm,
And I'm not sure if they're going to start that back up, but I have been noticing that they have been coming to the regions a lot more lately,
mm,
with various representatives and things like that. So follow some of your favorite or maybe not so favorite, representatives and see who they have coming in to the region. And if it interests you, especially if it falls up under, your interests or, your organization's interest and it's in your best interest, go to those meetings. and see what, what could be coming down through the pipeline. For nonprofits, I would advise for them to actually check out some of their, top funders as
Mm.
well. 990s and 990s is kind of like the nonprofit version of doing your tax return every year, right?
Okay.
So you do those and you can go on something like Charity Navigator or something like that and go and pull a lot of the 990s from some of your top funders, from some of the people that that donate to organizations like yours. Okay. It could be a quick Google search where you can find out, you can kind of look through various funders and you can
Mhm.
find out who they actually donated to, the amounts they donated to them, and everything. So that will kind of give you an idea of like, okay, so they donate $50,000 to these particular interest groups, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm going to do is then I'm going to check out their website. I'm going to subscribe to their newsletter. I'm going to find out what events they are going to, and I may either one show up at the event,
Mhm.
two, I'm going to subscribe to that newsletter. And then, and three, go up on their website and apply for some of those grants and opportunities that they have that's coming through. A lot of funders, especially like when we're talking about philanthropic and foundation funders, they are very relationship oriented. So you definitely would like to be in the room with them. So I
Mhm.
suggest going to an organization, talking to them, finding, developing a relationship with them. And you want to develop this relationship so that way when if you have that rapport and you're just checking in, with them, seeing how they're doing, letting them know, hey, we have an event or something, hey, come out. You may never see them come out, right?
Mhm.
But what may end up happening is you develop a relationship where they're going to be like, you know what? Here is a grant or here's an opportunity that's coming through. We're going to call them up and see if they're ready, if they want to apply, because funders will call you. Maybe not, many people don't know that, but a lot of funders will call you, even the federal government. They will call you and let you know that, they have various opportunities out there, and they want to know if you're going to apply for it. It's as simple as that.